basically what's happening is we're doing a complete GPS survey for the entire site so we can build a model and we can get the correct fall from the gate. This is basically 100, and then everything else is going to 2% fall. To the south there'll be a break point with a 0.5% to the flow line that exits the property. So building this platform and tearing all this down and building a platform to get the subgrade so that the subgrade is all going to sheet flow the right direction, and then basically by inputting all this information we'll be able to build a model. We'll be able to have all the data we need so that we don't have puddling and standing water. That's basically what this is all about. Gives us reference points for future growth so we know where we're at if we need to put more dirt in an area or take dirt out. The whole purpose of this is just to model the site and build it and not have issues moving forward.
Move dirt one time.
One time.
And one time only.
Especially with the size of equipment we have in here, we got to move as much dirt, get it in the right spots, and then the rest of it can just be touched up with a dozer and some skip loader work. That's it.
What you got going on over here, Dino? Playing games on your phone?
I am. I'm reading messages. Business messages. We're getting post set for new fencing. They're going to put some new fencing down there, secure the place up a little bit, get the gate fixed so it'll slide open real easy. Just a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of work. Yeah, you know, we got a lot of demo work, things to do. I mean, we got canopies to come down, fencing to come down, some cleanup. Just, you know, a lot of stuff that just needs to be cleaned and prettied up a little bit. Should be good. Yeah, and then we have the old canopies. They're going to get ripped down. We'll videotape it so we can show everybody. So one of these big pieces of equipment will be coming in here and tearing them down and scrapping them out for scrap metal. So that should be happening in the next couple days, hopefully. So many times I've pulled in here and smacked my head, you know, trying to get the bike out of the truck. So I'm going to put some new stuff in here. So yeah, we're just going to be coming through here, Dylan, and cleaning up some stuff and, you know, moving some dirt, just getting the stuff from the vehicle maintenance stuff.
Are you guys going to be renovating the entire building right here?
Yeah, we're gonna move all the containers out of here, and then get the bathrooms. We want to put a walkway around here so you don't have to walk through the dirt to go into the bathroom. Putting the windows back in. Containers are all going to move. We're going to grade this all down here, and, you know, move it away from the building so we can have the equipment come back here. We'll put a cover over the equipment. That way we can service and maintenance the equipment. It's closer to the track, so we pull in from right here out of the maintenance area, get onto the track, do our prep. Got the fuel cell over here. Just, you know, getting it all cleaned up. Moving one of the trees over here so we could bring a gate straight in for emergency vehicles. As you can see, they did some cleanup before they left, so they're getting the roll-offs out of here. The water tank's gone. Yeah, just a lot of moving stuff around, getting it to where we want to get it.
Though, son. There's a little hole at the bottom from the root, it looks like. There's no water right now
from the root?
Here, there's no coupling or anything. Yeah, you can see all the old roots here. You see them?
Yeah.
You know, where do you want to dig?
95. What I said earlier, nobody fucking believed me.
The track was open.
Yeah. This track's been here since 50. Well, their first race was 1954.
What are you doing? Just exposing it so you
Take it back so we can fix it.
Corey, I'll go get the tape. Hey, get a hop on that piece of equipment and go fucking knock those things down.
Hey, what's up, Cowboy Kenny?
Can you drive that?
Bunny now.
Come on, man.
We'll go fucking knock those down.
I don't think you can drive it, Lauren.
I load my low beds every fucking day. Are you shitting me? I'll fucking drive right through that shit.
No, you won't.
You want to bet?
I want to bet.
You want to ride with me?
No, I want to film it though.
Let me talk to Scotty. I don't want to offend him.
What's that?
Let's rip down these buildings, Scott.
Go for it. Have at it, dude.
Start ripping.
No, no.
Little recap on today's event. So we spent most of the early part of the morning and most of the early afternoon getting a topography survey for the site. So we've got elevations and we've got grades established now. So we're going to start actually making some cuts and fills throughout this area. We're going to do it in quadrants. We've got this 3/4 of this surveyed. So we'll start moving this dirt, getting it placed. We have a lot of low spots. There's some areas we have 6 foot of cut. And then there's areas in this track that's got about 5 to 4 foot of fill. So we're just gonna start stockpiling with the 40-yard rock truck. We're gonna start piling the sections of dirt where we have to fill. We'll process it, rip it, key it in, and then we'll just start building the platform. And then sometime early next week, we'll actually start placing the obstacles. So that's kind of it for today in a nutshell. We've done some house cleaning. We've got some new fencing going in. We're tearing some existing structures down. We're going to be building some new structures. So it's going to be a slow process this week, but you guys are going to see positive change when we reopen. So it's all good stuff. Looking forward to it.
Day 3 today. We didn't do a lot of filming yesterday, obviously because of the wind. Yesterday on day 2, we were still working though. We pulled out some dirt, filled in the center here, which they're continuing to fill up towards the start line there. So on day 3, continuing on farther northbound, filling in the rest of the low spot, and then we're going to start attacking the hillside here shortly. By the way, Dylan's going to be setting up a time-lapse camera on top of the 90 over there to take some progression shots of today's progress.
This is how you get the good shots right here. You gotta set up the GoPro for the timer, up on top of the old timing and scoring tower. You gotta climb up the trailer right there, hop across to the roof, and that way you can get these 6 shots.
day number 3, man. It's been a rough one. Yesterday was day number 2. Yesterday was a rough one. Yeah, we had big gusts up to 45 plus miles an hour. We had stuff blowing all over. You couldn't see, your 10 feet in front at times. So we had stuff, materials blowing around. But the guys kept, working on the tractors, cleaning up, doing stuff, moving dirt. So day number 3 is a little better. We got a little bit of wind, but beautiful day. So good to go. Well, I don't want to. This isn't the boat. This is more. Well, I mean, this is more.
So she was where?
Sitting in this booth right here.
With all the.
So the girl's sitting in the booth with all the pigeon waste and feathers and all that. So not a good environment for an employee to be in. But we have remediation coming in. We're gonna go ahead and gut it down to the studs, get it remediated the right way, and then we'll build her back up. You really filming me?
What you got going on over here?
Huh?
What you got going on?
Taking the whole fencing down. Just an old man over here busting my hump, man. Gotta put in the work.
Looks like you were struggling a little bit.
Oh, I'm struggling a lot, man. It's the end of the day, day 3. I'm struggling. So those injuries ain't helping things, let me tell you.
What kind of progress did you guys make today?
Ton of progress. They they moved a ton of dirt. As you can tell, they've leveled it all out there, got the slope in there so that when we do get rain, the drainage will just flow right off. Quick little prep. Sorry, I'm out of breath, man. This is kicking my butt. Quick little prep, and then we can get everybody riding again. So that's the goal, is, the least amount of things we have to do on a prep day and keep people riding. That's the goal.
Okay, we're here on day 7, Perris Raceway. What we've accomplished in the last 4 days is mainly track building and layout, facility upgrades, taking down some of the interior fencing, a lot of cleanup, laying out rough track design. They haven't finished most of the sections, but cleaning up the hillside, taking out a lot of the rain ruts, maximizing the property, pushing as far as we can into the hillside. Regarding the second track on the facility, which I'm going to call the B track, we've knocked down half of it, pushed a lot of the dirt up into a pile. Slope part of that property, we're going to be expanding the B track from fence to fence to fence to try to maximize the usable property we do have. One thing on the B track is we're going to try to make it more similar to the original main track. A lot of people are concerned about the current main track now being above their ability. It might be, but what we're going to do in place of that is have the B track be more like the original main track, but a lot safer with all of the options. So both novice and intermediate riders can ride it. Also, the vet or vintage bikes will still be able to ride the track okay without any gap doubles or harsh landings. So we're going to try to build the B track almost the same size, but lesser ability than the new main track, if that makes sense. Regarding the current booth, we need to, there's some biohazard from existing pigeons and pigeon feces. There's a lot of hazardous waste materials with oils and oil drums. We're going to get that all cleaned out, and I think what we're going to do is actually end up demoing the original booth. There's a concrete pad there that we're going to utilize and drop a new security guard shack structure with its own roof. Utilize the original post and signage and some lighting, and just do away with that structure altogether. The cost of renovating and getting that booth cleaned up and fixed up, it far outweighs just knocking it down and putting a new security guard shack on it. So we're going to replace that, but along with the main structure, we're going to keep that and then eventually renovate it, not right off the bat, but eventually get that cleaned up and looking good. Regarding the interior fencing, we've knocked down the original interior fence that was L-shaped, that went over towards the start gate. We've knocked that all down. We're going to regrade that whole section there, reslope the piece that's over there by the announcing booth. We're going to take the new fence all the way to the edge of the property, put a gate in there, and we'll use the buffer zone on the south side of the property for overflow parking. And the new fence will run end to end, so the track will be completely closed off from the parking lot to this corner post here, 90-degree left, back towards the starting gate, and that will be the entrance of the main track. One thing I want to discuss here at Perris Raceway is going to be our track safety. We are huge on track safety. That's going to be our most important focus here. The main track, due to its higher ability level, safety is a big factor. So what we're going to do is focus on the facility itself, the cleanliness of the facility, meaning off the edge of the track, all the water truck lanes will be smooth. There won't be any dirt clods, rocks, or holes. As you can see on some sections, the track is being built on top of grade. There won't be any windrows with track edges built up that you can stuff a front end into and go over the bars. There won't be any obstructions that you could run into if you do go off the track. So entirely around the whole track facility, if you were to go offline and go off the edge of the track, it would be perfectly smooth and cleaned out. Right now, Dylan and I are headed over to this new triple step up. It's not quite finished. For the most part, the jump is there, but we need to do some shaping and final grading on the sides there, on the back side. But we're going to, maybe I'll go up top. Dylan can get at the bottom. You can kind of see a 6-foot person on top of the jump, the takeoff. I think I paced it out the other day. It was like 75 to the tip before you go over, so not too bad. It's just you're going to be pretty high in the air because the takeoff's probably 10-12 feet just to the takeoff. So standing here on the grade to the lip, that's probably 10 feet, and then you're going to be up in the air, so you'll be up pretty good. I'm going to run up top here and we'll go